Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to participate today's talk. Today, I wanted to introduce Bodhisattva path in Theravada School. Normally, a lot of Buddhists we say that Bodhisattva path basically emphasized in Mahayana school, but actually it's not. In Theravada school, they also teaching Bodhisattva path, okay, but somehow they don't mention Bodhisattva path like Mahayana school. Before we go to that area, I wanted to remind everyone that during the time when we study Heart Sutra, actually there was a translation by Venerable Tinahan to translate the meaning of Anuttara Sammasambodhi. Anuttara Sammasambodhi. Actually, Venerable Tinahan did not use this Sanskrit pronunciation. He directly translated the enlightenment into modern language, modern English. He says, all Buddhas in the past, present, and future, thanks to this perfect understanding, so he used perfect understanding, arrive at full right and a universal enlightenment. So Venerable Tinahan used modern English to translate Anuttara Sammasambodhi. Actually, in Venerable Shenzuang's translation, he did not translate this term into Chinese language. He maintained the original Sanskrit pronunciation because all Mahayana Buddhists believe that this is the highest level of enlightenment. That is the highest Bodhi in Buddhism. And we wanted to respect this stage. So it should not be translated into modern language. Okay. What kind of Bodhis we have in Buddhism? Today I wanted to explain this to you that both Mahayana Buddhism and Theravada Buddhism, we are mentioning that there are three kinds of Bodhis exist. Okay. Bodhi means enlightenment. Okay. That means there is a stage of Bodhi. Okay. And we wanted to achieve. But somehow, because the way we achieve this, the Bodhi, the preparation work was not the same. So this practitioner achieved this Bodhi, gaining certain kind of ability in order to teach others. Some practitioner, they directly achieve this enlightenment. They did not have time, did not use enough effort for preparation work. So they may not be able to teach others after they achieve enlightenment. So today I wanted to mention these three Bodhis to you. The first one is Anuttara Sammasambodhi. The second one is Pasika Bodhi. The third one is Savaka Bodhi. Okay. If you take a look from Venerable Dhammananda's book, What Buddhists Believe, actually Venerable Dhammananda originated from Sri Lanka, and he explained those Bodhis in this way. He said the practitioner who achieved Sammasambodhi, this is a supreme Buddha. This practitioner achieved the highest level of enlightenment. Okay, So we call this practitioner Spring Buddha. Okay, and be able to teach so many living beings. Okay, and more skills to teach others. But somehow, Pasika Bodhi, who achieved this Bodhi, the practitioner who arrived this level, he's the same, free from samsara world. He's free from all kinds of attachment. No more greed, no more ignorance. But this practitioner, after he achieved Bodhi, achieved enlightenment, somehow he's not able to teach others. So Venerable Dhammananta, he said that we call this practitioner, this Bodhi achiever, silent Buddha. Have you heard of this term, silent Buddha? Even in Mahayana school, we do have this term, silent Buddha. Okay, because he achieved the enlightenment. Somehow there's no skill to teach others, because before he achieved Bodhi, his preparation work was not enough. The third Bodhi is Savaka Bodhi. Savaka Bodhi means all practitioners, they have to have a chance to listen to the Buddha, or even practice the Dharma by learning from teachers. They depend on teachers to teach them. Okay, and when they achieve enlightenment, they are able to teach others, but not as a skill as Buddha. Okay, so today, let's remember there are three kinds of bodhis: Sammasambodhi, Pasika Bodhi, Savaka Bodhi. Okay, all practitioner, if we achieve any kind of a Bodhi, actually we are liberated from birth and death. That is the same. But somehow the skill to teach others, the skill to introduce the Dharma may be different. Okay, those are the differences. And today I wanted to mention this to you, that actually when I study Bodhisattva path in Theravada School, I discovered that in Myanmar, in 1956, actually the Prime Minister of Myanmar invited Venerable Mingkun Sayadaw to write a book on Buddhism. And the title is The Great Chronicle of Buddhas. The Great Chronicle of Buddhas. Actually, in this book, Venerable Mingkun collect all kinds of material that he could collect, complete one very important volume in this book. That is Bodhisattva path. Okay, so in Myanmar, they don't mention Bodhisattva path a lot, but actually in Theravada School, they do have Bodhisattva path concepts, and also ways how to practice Bodhisattva path. And today, I wanted to use both Venerable Mingkun's material and also Venerable Dhammananta's material to introduce that in Theravada School, how they think Bodhisattva path, how they explain Bodhisattva path. Let's compare their thinking with Mahayana school, that we always mention this path. Okay. According to both venerables, today I wanted to mention some concepts, okay, that I feel is important for us to know in Theravada School. Okay, One, in Theravada School, they believe all Bodhisattva practitioners, they all wanted to achieve Buddhahood. That means they all wanted to gain Anuttara Sammasambodhi. They wanted to have this bodhi. They wanted to arrive this enlightenment. Okay. So the first concept is in Theravada Buddhism, they believe all bodhisattvas, they all wanted to become Buddha. They all wanted to achieve Sammasambodhi. They don't want to achieve other two kinds of a bodhi, Pasika bodhi or Savaka bodhi. They don't want to achieve those kinds of bodhis. Okay, so that is the first one. The second one is kind of different from Mahayana school. In Theravada Buddhism, they believe all bodhisattvas, before they achieve enlightenment, before they become Buddha, okay, they are always like ordinary Buddhists. They are always like ordinary Buddhists. Okay, it's different from Mahayana Buddhist school, Mahayana concepts. Okay, all bodhisattvas, before they achieved enlightenment, they are ordinary practitioners. Nothing special there. Okay. If you have questions later, let's discuss this. Number 3, in this world, only one bodhisattva achieved enlightenment. That is Shakyamuni Buddha. So in this world that we live, only one bodhisattva achieved enlightenment. He is Shakyamuni Buddha. Okay, and of course, in Theravada Buddhism, they also have another understanding that the future Buddha is mature Bodhisattva, and they do have this kind of a belief. There will be another future Buddha. Okay. Number 4, all Bodhisattvas, why they wanted to practice Bodhisattva path? Because they saw all kinds of sufferings in the world. So they have compassion, great compassion. So they wanted to be a Bodhisattva to help others. Because of a compassion, so they can endure all kinds of difficulties, okay, on their practice. I think this is the same like a Mahayana school. Yeah. Number 5, all Bodhisattvas, they all have to practice 10 paramitas. Do you know that in Mahayana school, we always introduce 6 paramitas as Bodhisattva path. 6 paramitas for Bodhisattvas to practice. But in Theravada school, they're mentioning more paramitas than Mahayana school. 10 paramitas. Let me try to introduce those paramitas to you. Yeah. The first one is generosity, practice generosity. The second one, observe sila, or precepts. Okay. The third paramita is wishing to liberate from samsara world. Okay. Then wisdom, diligence, endurance. Be truthful. Okay. Do not do anything, say anything that is not true. Okay. Okay. Determination, kindness, detachment. Those are 10 paramitas. Okay. Number 6. In Theravada school, they believe that if a person who wants to practice Bodhisattva path, okay, he should know that this path is very, very long. It needs a long time to accomplish, okay. And also, there are 3 kinds of Bodhisattvas, okay. And one is depend on wisdom Bodhisattva, okay. The second one is Bodhisattva depend on belief. Bodhisattva depend on belief. The first one is depend on wisdom. The second one is depending on belief. The third one is depending on diligence. But of course, that we cannot, completely divide Bodhisattva's practice into these 3 ways. Actually, Bodhisattva depend on wisdom, must have kind of a belief, okay, on his own practice. Also, must have diligence in order to continue. But they divide Bodhisattva in these 3 kinds of categories, okay. And how long a Bodhisattva needs to accomplish those 10 paramitas? Very, very long time, okay. Today, I wanted to say that in Chinese, we say 4大阿僧祇劫，4大阿僧祇劫 okay, or 3大阿僧祇劫. What does it mean? Actually, it's not in Chinese. 3大阿僧祇劫，4大阿僧祇劫 okay. 阿僧祇劫 actually is not Chinese, it's Sanskrit. That means 3 uncountable time, or 4 uncountable time. Uncountable means a very long time. You cannot count it by counting years, okay. And different bodhisattvas, they have to spend different kind of time to accomplish it. Some will spend 4 uncountable time, okay, and some will spend 6 uncountable time. And the last bodhisattva, based on diligence, he's going to spend 8 uncountable time, okay. And so that's why in Theravada School they say most disciples, they don't want to spend too much time on the practice. They wanted to achieve enlightenment faster. So many disciples, they choose to achieve Savaka Bodhi. Savaka Bodhi, okay, one kind of a Bodhi, okay, that is depending on teachers to teach them, okay, and also they hope that in this lifetime they can achieve enlightenment, okay, and after they achieve enlightenment, we call them Arahant, okay, Arahant. And also in Venerable Dhammananda's book, he said, in Buddha's time, actually there were many bodhisattvas exist, but Buddha never asked all disciples to achieve Samma Sambodhi. Never asked all disciples to achieve Anuttara Samma Sambodhi. Buddha never mentioned this. Buddha do invite disciples to do their best to achieve enlightenment, but never ask any disciple to achieve the enlightenment he achieved. That is Anuttara Samma Sambodhi. Okay, so Venerable Dhammananda, he explained it in this way. He said, as a human being, we all have illness. We all wanted to cure our illness. So we wanted to see doctors. And patients, as long as you have doctors to help you, you don't have to to study in the medical school, become a doctor. Okay, as long as there are doctors, you are okay. You can go to those doctors. You don't have to become your own doctor in order to help yourself. That is the idea, the concept in Theravada School. Okay, I think there are a lot of things to discuss. Okay, and today it's already 20 minutes. Let me stop over here. And if you have any questions, then let's use some time to exchange. Thank you. Namo Buddha, Namo Dhamma, Namo Sangha. Namo Buddha, Namo Dhamma, Namo Sangha. Namo Buddha, Namo Dhamma, Namo Sangha.